introducing all of our fabulous music teachers, and I'm going to ask you to hold your applause till we get to the very end, and I'll introduce your music teacher last. We have from this side Mr. Tipton, Mrs. Tipton, Mr. Lee, Mrs. Walker, Mr. Engel, Mr. Zelinka. We'll have the first row sit down. In the second row, we have Mrs. Redstone, Mr. Stratemeyer. We have our new academic coach, Mr. Morrow. We also have Mr. Hernandez. And on the drum set, a special guest who has been to, we've counted, I think it's 267 assemblies over the last 8 years. She is a community volunteer, a member of the Bakersfield Symphony, and also owns Rusty's Pizza. Would you give a big hand to Mrs. Cindy Hicks for volunteering to be here? She's great. And finally, let's give a big thunderous round of applause for your music teacher, Mr. Olmos. All right. Well, boys and girls, this sign says it all. There is so much research, much of it from the last 2 and 3 years, that is showing the value of music and arts education. We know from research that children who play music do better in school and in life. Did you know that 94% of Americans believe that all children should have music and art during the school day? That's a very important study, a Gallup poll that revealed that. Students in the arts are found to be more cooperative and more self-confident. They work better as a team. We know these things. And finally, your generation, as part of the 21st century, will need the skills of creativity and working together as a team collaboratively to be successful in your jobs and your careers. So we know music does that too.
Raise your hand if you're in the 3rd grade. You can put your hands down. So you've been waiting all your life. This is your lucky year because you get to start on the flutophone this year, right? So this is how we get started in music, is everybody tries the flutophone in the 3rd grade, and then once you are in 4th through 6th, you can choose one of the instruments behind me that you'll see throughout our program today. But to start off with, we'll show you the flutophone with a song from The Little Mermaid called Under the Sea.
Our next selection is an audience participation, so if I can get all the students to stand up, please. This is a song that we are going to be singing together. The teachers on stage will begin the song, and we have some teachers who are down on the cafeteria floor who will cue you when it's your turn to sing. Okay? Now the cool thing about this song is we have some hand motions that we associate with some of the words. So with one hand, can you guys wave, kind of like you're waving a fan? Good. Can you cut with your other hand? Can you cut with your shears, kind of like your scissors? Can you gently tap your wooden shoe? How about rocking your rocking chair? All right, let's get started. My aunt came back from far Japan and brought for me a pretty fan. My aunt came back from old Algiers and brought for me a pair of shoes. My aunt came back from Holland too and brought for me a wooden shoe. My aunt came back from Belgium fair and brought for me a rocking chair. My aunt came back from Timbuktu and brought for me Alma tunes, and got for me some nuts like you.
At this point in the program, we'd like to feature all the different instruments that you can learn here at Eisler School in the orchestra or band with Mr. Olmos. And we're going to begin with the woodwind family. In the woodwind family, we have the flute, we have the saxophones, and we have the clarinet. And I think you'll like this next song. It's very fast. It's called Clarinet Candy.
We're going to demonstrate is the string family. In the string family we have violins, sometimes we call those fiddles, and then we have cellos, quite a bit bigger. Way in the back you'll see a string bass. And all of these instruments will perform a piece for you called Fancy Fiddle.
Next, we're going to be showing the brass family, and Mr. Stone is holding a baritone, that's in the brass family. Behind him, we have some trombones in the brass family, and next to them are trumpets, and we're going to feature the trumpets in a fun song called Bugler's Holiday.
And next we're going to feature another instrument in the brass family called the trombone. As you can see over there, it looks like it's broken, but wait till you hear it. They're going to play a song that features a sliding trombone. It's called Mournful Maggie.
song, Eisler School will tell you exactly how to sign up for music. Listen carefully to the words. Let me go ahead and translate for those of us who don't speak Minion. If you like any of the instruments that you see here on stage, you need to have your parents call the school to set up an appointment with me to get you signed up for music. Now teachers, I placed some recruitment letters in your boxes and would greatly appreciate it if they go home by the end of the day today. Now, if you're a returning music student, you do not need to have your parents call the school, and we'll be having a returning music student meeting this Friday right after lunch at 1:15
in room K3. Again, this Friday, 1:15, right after lunch, in room K3, and I'll make sure to have an announcement to remind us of that meeting there. Now, this meeting is only for returning music students, so if you have never played an instrument before, I want everybody to repeat after me. I will have my parents call the school for an appointment. Oh, nice job, students. I had a large, enthusiastic group of music students last year and would love to have another large, enthusiastic group again this year. But the only way you'll be in music is if you have your parents call the school. So I hope to see all of you in my music program this year.
Another family that you can play here at Eisler School is a percussion family, and this is, of all the music teachers, our favorite instrument to teach, the melody bells. And you'll get to play that if you want to play in the percussion family this year. Oh, you know what? I think that we have a job for you to do today. We're going to need some help on our next song. We can't do it by ourselves. There's so many percussion instruments. Would you raise your hand if you'd like to come up and perform with us on a percussion instrument for our next song called Latin Fire?
All right, well, at this time I have a question. How many of you have heard of the Wizard of Oz? Wonderful. You may put your hands down. We are going to, right now here at Eisler School, take a journey. And it is a very short little journey, but it is to that magical, wonderful world of the great and powerful Wizard of Oz.
to Emerald City to see the Great Wizard of Oz. He's going to help me get home.
Oh, can we come with you? I need a brain.
I need a heart.
And I need some courage.
Well, I'm not sure you want to come with me. I have an angry witch after me.
We're not scared of anything.
Except lions.
And tigers.
And bears.
Oh my!
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
We can handle anything.
If we expect to get any pertinent assistance.
Won't you please take us with you?
Well, of course I will. To Oz?
To Oz!
I see you're getting help, little lady. Yeah, Scarecrow, huh? I remember you. I'll have 1,000 crows eat you alive. And you, Tin Man. Rusty's Pizza needs some more tins for their pizzas.
I've had enough of you. Put up your paws. I'm gonna fight you. Fight. Wait, fight.
We still have to get to the Emerald City.
Hey,
Oh,
it's right here.
it's right here. How convenient. Look, there's a doorbell and everything.
Who rang that bell? Can't you read the sign?
What sign? There's no sign.
Well, out of order. Please knock.
What do you want?
We want to see the wizard.
No one sees a wizard. Not nobody, not no how.
But this is Dorothy.
The witch's Dorothy? I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you?
I'm Dorothy, small and meek. We've come to ask.
Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come. You, Scarecrow, have the effrontery to ask for a brain, you billowing bale of bovine fodder.
Yes, Your Honor, Your Excellency, your wizardry.
Well, you should play a clarinet. Music will make you smarter. You will discover that you always had a brain and just need to exercise it. Step forward, Tin Man. You dare to come to me for a heart, you clinking, clanking collection of colliginous junk?
Yes, Your Honor. I just want a bright future.
Well, you should play a violin. The beautiful sound of this instrument will tug at your heartstrings. You will find the heart you never knew you had. And you, lion, well,
I'm a little afraid to play a musical instrument. I need some courage.
well, you should play a trombone. You can make your roar heard with this. It will show everyone that you have always been brave. And you little whippersnapper,
I think he needs you. Let's see.
Whippersnapper. Well, I just want to go home to Kansas.
well, you should play a flute.
What a priest.
If you promise to practice 30 minutes every day, I will help you get home.
Oh, I promise I will every day, of every week, of every month, of every year.
Well, you have to prove it. Take this practice sheet.
Oh,
Now close your eyes, click your heels, and wish for home. Those magic slippers will take you home in no time.
even Toto, my dog?
Even Toto, your dog.
Well, thank you, thank you. Well, I better get home and start on this practice sheet. It was nice meeting you. I guess this is goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Maybe if you practice too, we'll one day meet again in honor orchestra at the Big Bravo Big Convention Center. Okay, I'm gonna go home and practice now. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
all the music teachers and Music in Our Schools Week 2013.